got Peter Channel Morning News on this Friday morning, December 23rd, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Friday morning. It's 8 a.m. here on this Friday morning here, and the Norton temperatures standing at 26 degrees at 8 a.m. Today, now will be 45 here at Peter Channel Morning News at 8 a.m. Top story at 8 a.m. is, and in summary, the chief suspect of the Berlin terrorist attack this week was killed in a shootout near Berlin early Friday. One police officer was wounded. Washington. President Donald Trump long ago earned a reputation of being unpredictable statements, but he did himself on Thursday. Two suspects hijacked an Africa Airlines airliner with 111 passengers aboard a threat to blow up with a plane on the runway at International Airport in Malta. A person familiar with the matter said Friday. President-elect Donald Trump on Friday morning escalated his calls for a stronger U.S. nuclear arsenal scene was fired when the dogs raced against the U.S. Russian President Vladimir Putin speaks during his end-of-the-year news conference in Russia on Friday as Russian President Putin's end-of-the-year conference. Canberra, Australia. Police in Australia detained 5 men suspect behind a series of Christmas Day attacks using explosives, knives, and a gun in heart of the country's second-largest city, officials said Friday in Melbourne. Jerusalem has U.S. Prime Minister turned on the President-elect Donald Trump to head off the critical UN resolution after learning that the White House did not intend to veto the measure, an Israeli official said Friday. Ankara, Turkey. Turkey restricted access to the social media websites for several hours after the Islamic State group released a video perpetrating showed 2 Turkish soldiers being burned alive as Turkish warplanes on Friday found an extreme missile. North Carolina has failed to attempt to rebuild its Bethlehem bill, spoke to the fault lines that has been deepened by hyperpartisanship. An Arkansas man accused of shooting a 3-year-old boy to death during a whirlwind Jesus Beyond bus after being on a lam over 5 days, an official announced. Senator Bob Corker, the chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee, said he expected extensive financial disclosure of Representative Tillerson for the president, just as Secretary of State. Off-road war police officer made a place that restricted duties as after viral video emerged what they showed in the officer. The rest of the bumper, who called in for his report, 7-year-old said has been assaulted. Amon West Bank, Israel's High Court of Justice has postponed scheduled demolition and evacuation of the Mona settlement on Palestinian lands into the West Bank for 45 days. West Bank, Germany. 2 bombers were arrested in Germany on suspect they were planning a terror attack on the mall. Police made sure how far long the plans were. Manawak, Wisconsin. A court brief prosecutor said that the confession by Brendan Dassey, a subject of in the making of murder documented with its entire voluntary and inaccurate. Washington. The U.S. Department of State Bristol Thursday after received a request from the Governor Trump administration for information on women's rights issues. Take a look at some New England. Take a look at local news from the Sun Chronicle. November, a local restaurant has been ordered to pay employees at a penalty amount of more than $20,000. The Redstone Grill, located off Chestnut Street near Route 1, has been found to pay non-paid employees today. Timely matter that the Fisher record keeper Attorney General Moore really announced Thursday. Everett Incorporated doing business at Redstone Grill. President Ari Yarden was cited $21,460 with his student penalties. Where snow rain slush and rise, and it's hard to see the lingering effects of last summer's drought, but Mills family farming North Andover knows the country all too well. North Andover voters that get a chance to decide the future of their government. Holyoke, Massachusetts. Police said Holyoke say a man was found shot to death inside a camper trailer. Lieutenant Jim Albert said police received a call for a possible shooter around 5:30 p.m. Thursday. Officers arrived at the man inside a camper which was near a commercial building downtown. The man was taken to the Bay State Medical Center in Springfield where he was later pronounced dead. Albert said police had been searching for the area of a possible suspect handgun. Men from Massachusetts. President Trump's University says a special committee will assess the culture of undergraduate life at the Massachusetts school with a focus on a Greek system. For years, Donald Trump has used a powerful tool when dealing with bankers' personal guarantee. Now the guarantee appointed to extract better terms on hundreds of millions of dollars on a loan to the Trump organization is at the center. Weight Watchers again after the rollout of a new ad campaign features claims that media mogul Oprah Winfrey lost 40 pounds in the system. Scientists and regulators have studied the law of liquid overuse and antibiotics and lifestyle production of health to increase the creation of speed of antibiotic-resistant infections. Blackstone and toxic bodies stick with energy transfer assets. Washington next lease sale planned by the U.S. government for oil and gas reserves in the government would be streamlined on the internet, an agency said. Washington. Members of the House Energy Panel said today one of the federal investigation of the webinar, not that the nation's strategic petroleum reserve should be maintained. Belgrade, Serbia. A Russian oil company sent division in Serbia open up a new reserve area with a goal of movement from the drilling and development next year. Stoppage Norway. After reported production gains of the Norwegian government confirmed our discovery found at least 25 million barrels in the water in the North Sea. Okay, look at some stocks. Ta-da! Down 24 points at 19,18.48. SP 500 down 4.22 points at 2,260.86. Nasdaq down 24.1 points at 5,447.42. Nasdaq Russian. So those who lost their team as they grew up, according to false evidence. Actually, they debate with the tape that U.S. makes affected apart planted adults. Some targets now represents 53, but now there's signs of awakening in the near future. The painted Lady Butterfly pictured as main component of the largest state fund insect management said about a radar in the news studies management migration in the region and South Central England monitored with a specialized radar. It's been a great year for scientists and search for laser interferometer gravitational wave observatory in February, and then in June researchers at LIGO, which consists of two detectors, one each and after Washington. Highly effective vaccine against the deadly Ebola virus could be available by 2018 to the World Health Organization. A new drug shows the progress on multiple sclerosis, including advanced form of the degenerative nerve disease for which there is no treatment currently, according to Purdue clinical trials. Beijing, China has reported at least 7 cases of bird flu in humans across the in the country, according to the accident, 46 steps to guard against an outbreak. Peter Children's time is now 8:07 on this Friday morning, and it's time now for a sports report. The Northlands boys basketball team defeated the Huffington 6-4-6-1 in a double overtime thrill at Norton High School. Griffin Mackler gets 21 points in the win for the Lancers. Boston Bruins defeat the Florida Panthers 3-1 in Florida, while the Boston Celtics beat Indiana Pacers 109-102 at Indiana. In tonight, the Boston Bruins will be taking out the Colorado Hurricanes. Game time 7:30 p.m. The Boston Celtics will be taking out Oklahoma City Thunder. Game time 7:30 p.m. The New York Giants fall to the Philadelphia Eagles 24-19 as they have given the team a chance to play out first. The first runner takes no bit of credit, especially division rivals like Philadelphia. Clippers bench with the past Spurs 106-101. Michigan football lends IMG 4. Start linebacker Jordan Anthony. Peter Children's times now. We don't wait on this Friday morning, and it's time now for a Travis Treasure report. Let's somebody with the subway systems look again. Fairmont trade 754. Expected of Reedville 10 trade Bisbiasca due to later robbery Yapad trade. Worcester trade 505. 7 Apples operate 550 Bisbiasca between Yawkey and Worcester to trade traffic. Greenbush trade 074. 7 Apples operate 1050 Bisbiasca between Wimbledon and the South Station to trade traffic. Greenbush trade 716 from Apples operate 25 30 Bisbiasca between Wimbledon and Greenbush to trade traffic. Kingston train 0367 a.m. and Mount operate 10-50 minutes late between Braintree and South Station to train traffic, and Kingston train 0337 a.m. from South Station operate 10-20 minutes faster between South Station to Kingston to train traffic, and Thursday out looking at okay, I was in Bowies of New England. In 25 minute northbound side, it's a little slow around the Bridgeport stretch, but Connecticut and Rhode Island was out looking good here. 291 in south by side, little switch just matters. 891 in Springfield, Southern Expressway, south by side. It is backed up from the Quincy to Braintree split. And I was in Mowers, Vermont, North Germania, looking at further say A9, stop, A9, stop on an A7, stop on silence, slow up to getting border up and upstate New York and Vermont. Here, Joe Duzab is 8:10 on this Friday morning, and it's time now for a weather report. And take a look at radar. It's looking good in southern New England. Northern New England here, seeing some snow showers at east at Gaspé provinces of Quebec. And take a look at some snow showers around central portions of Nova Scotia and some rain showers around east of Nova Scotia and southeastern portions of Nova Scotia and western portions of Prince Edward there. Take a look at National Radar. Shows rated slated snow showers from Minnesota all the way down to Missouri, down from southern Illinois, and rain showers from Missouri all the way down to Oklahoma and eastern portion of Texas and western portion of Louisiana. Rain showers with favorite bands around the Subsequent Bay region of California and Central Oregon and Washington State. Some snow and sleet from eastern portion of Washington and Oregon and down from California, down the northwestern portion of Nevada, and southeast and east central portion of British Columbia, central portion of Alberta, down from central portions of Saskatchewan. Rain showers run to Florida. Okay, let's take a look at. We got hazardous weather outlook because Saturday morning, 1 and 2 inches wet snow possibility. Higher elevation along the east slopes of the Berkshires and the northwest hills. Low west gonna break period of freeze wave across western Massachusetts and the northern Connecticut Saturday morning. Monday to be a chance of a brief period of freeze wave across into 7 to Wiggins sometime Monday afternoon. Evening precipitation should change along rate showers Monday night. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, sun's got about 45 degrees. West about 8 miles an hour. For tonight, increase got about 32 degrees. South was about 6 miles an hour. For Saturday, rain maybe before 5 p.m. 146 degrees. South was about 6 to 9 miles an hour. Wind gust 23 miles an hour. Anticipations 1% new percent between 29 minutes possible for Saturday. Most coasts come about 29 degrees. West about 5 to 7 miles an hour. For Christmas Day, Sunday, most coasts come about 41 about 24 degrees. West, about 7 miles out from Monday, chance of showers at 4 p.m. Putty, Sunday, most coast got about 42 to about 37 degrees. Just 40%. Tuesday, Putty, Sunday, podcast got about 40 about 24 degrees. Wednesday, most Sunday podcast got about 34 about 23 degrees. And for Thursday, chance of rain, snow, and sleet. Mostly cost got about 41 degrees. Just 50%. In Taunton, it's 26 degrees. First cost, humidity 84%. In Taunton, it's 27 degrees. But humidity 99%. In Mansfield, 27. And that's going to be Peter Channel Morning News on this. Friday morning, 7/23, 2069. Which give you a good morning, good afternoon, give you a good day, and I'll see you for a new time report. I hope you have a good morning.